I call your attention to the Gospel according to St. Matthew. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, the 2nd chapter. Matthew, the 2nd chapter, and we're going to read verses 9 and 10. That's Matthew, the 2nd chapter, verses 9 and 10, and I'll be reading from the New King James Version. Matthew, the 2nd chapter, verses 9 and 10, and we will find these words. When they heard the king, they departed. And behold, the star which they had seen in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. And when they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. The bright and morning star is the subject that we're going to talk about this morning. The bright and morning star. The bright and morning star. According to the astrophysicists, there are billions of stars in our galaxy alone. There are also billions of stars in other galaxies. So there must be trillions of stars in the universe. And what is so amazing, God knows each one of these trillions of stars by name. Now, since God knows each star by name, that means that God also knows you, and God also knows me. Stars are made of hydrogen and helium, which are the two lightest elements in stars. And when these hot gases in stars light up, they can last a long time. Now, I don't know what type of star the wise men saw, but there are different stars in our galaxy. Some speculate that it may have been Halley's Comet that passed overhead in 11 BC. Others suggest it could have been meteors passing by that last only moments in the atmosphere. Then some say it could have been a dying supernova that implodes upon itself, creating a very bright light that briefly outshines an entire galaxy before fading out. Now, the type of star the wise men saw is unknown. But what we do know is that this star moved. And when it reached the place where Jesus was, this star stood still. This particular star acted different from other known stars. You see, other stars are in the stratosphere, are stationary. But this star moved as it led the wise men to Jesus. It was almost like that luminous miracle when the children of Israel marched out of Egypt, and a pillar of fire led them by day, and a pillar of fire by night. In other words, it was moving before them. So we don't know the type of star that led the wise men to where Jesus was. But what we do know is that the star moved. Good God Almighty. It moved. Thank God we got a God that can move it belonged to Jesus. When the wise men came to Jerusalem, they said, now we have seen his star. Not the military star of Alexander the Great. Not the political star of Caesar Augustus. Not the philosophical star of Plato, of Socrates, of Aristotle and Euripides. This star, the wise men saw, belonged to Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God who came not to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. This star served as a navigator, moving across the ebony sky to guide the wise men to the place where Jesus was. Now the wise men didn't have a compass. They didn't have a map. They didn't have an atlas or GPS. They had a star to lead them along the way. This miraculous luminous star had become so important to the Advent season that it inspired James Taylor to compose this song. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. When the blazing sun is gone, when there's nothing he can shine upon, then you show your little light. Twinkle, twinkle through the night. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. In the dark blue sky so deep, through my curtains often peep, for you never close your eyes till the morning sun does rise. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Now there are two great reasons why this star pointed to someone profound to the wise men and point to us today. Number one, Jesus Christ is the star of this whole creation and redemption process. Let me repeat that. Jesus Christ is the star of this whole creation and redemption process. Jesus Christ is the star. Not Abraham, not Isaac, not Jacob, not Moses, not David, not Solomon, not Elijah, not Esther, not Job, not the prophets, not Mary, not the disciples, not America, not Israel, not Russia, not communism, not capitalism, but Jesus Christ is the star. Y'all pray with me. I said Jesus Christ is the star, not First Baptist. Did you hear what I said? Not First Baptist, not Santa Claus, not Frosty the Snowman, but Jesus Christ is the star. Once we know that Jesus Christ is the star, that should humble us, because it's not about us. It's about Jesus Christ, and he's the only bright and morning star. Now there have been other luminaries in the historical, philosophical, theological, and religious sky, but none greater than Jesus Christ. But why is Jesus Christ the superstar of the universe? Why is he the bright and the morning star than all of the other luminaries of history? Well, let me tell you why. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. And the Word was made flesh, and it dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory unto life. Nor is there salvation in any other, for there is no other name under heaven given among men by which we must be saved. Did y'all hear what I said? He is Alpha. He is Omega. He is the first. He is the last. He is the resurrection. He is the life. And he holds the key of life and death in his hand. Did you hear what I said? And this is why he is the bright and the morning star. Have you ever heard anybody else claim to be that? Huh? Has anybody else ever claimed to do all that? That's why he's the bright and the morning star. Because he can make a claim. And he can back up the claim. He can walk on water. Good God Almighty. When he said that I am the master of the sea, he can demonstrate. When he said I am a doctor, he can heal you before the doctor diagnoses your case. That's why he's the bright and he's the morning star. I wish I had somebody here that knew what I was talking about. Number two, if we want to find the bright and the morning star, then we're going to have to do like the wise men. We're going to have to look up and see the radiating light guiding us to our Savior. You see, stars can only be seen by looking up. Did you hear what I said? Our star is sitting on the right hand of power. Too many people have their heads hung down. And young people, when you're talking to somebody, raise up your head. Look people in the eye. Are you somebody? You got someone out with your head all hung down. You hear what I said? So if we want to get to that next spiritual level, then we're going to have to look up. You see, too many people have their heads hung down. They're looking down in hopelessness. They're looking down in their sickness. They're looking down in their captivity. They're looking down in their situation. They're looking down in their limitation. They're looking down in those things that are draining them of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Did you hear what I said? We can't see our bright and morning star by looking down. We can't see hope and healing by looking down. We can't see provision and protection looking down. We can't see our future and fulfillment by looking down. Raise up your head. Stop looking down. God put a net on your shoulder. And you to raise up your head. And if we're going to sign our star, then we got to be like the wise men. We got to look up. Did you hear what I said? If you need a doctor, look up. If you need a lawyer, look up. If you need a friend, look up. If you need a husband, look up. If you need a wife, look up. If you need a mother, look up. If you need a father, look up. If you need a comforter, look up. You need food on your table, look up. If you need clothes on your back, look up. If you need shoes on your feet, look up. If you need a good job, standing on the right hand of power. All we got to do is be like the wise men. Just look up. Look up. And if you look up, the star won't move. If you look up, your prayer's going to be answered. If you look up, your sickness is going to leave. If you look up, he'll be a friend for you. If you look up, he'll put money in your pocket. If you just look up, why do you need to look up? Because we got a God high lifted up. We got a God set on the circle of the land with all power in his hand. If you look up, everything will be all right. Look up, church. If you look up, if you look up, then you can get up. If you look up, then you can wake up. Just look up. Too many people sleep. You sleep spiritually. But he told us to look up. The wise men would have never found it if they had their heads down, riding on the donkey in the desert. They looked up and they saw the stars. They saw the stars move. I'm so glad somebody prayed for me because when my head was down, when I had no money, when I looked like I didn't have no friends, I looked up. The old folks always used to tell me, boy, raise that head. I said, Mama, I'm tired, but that's all right. Raise your head. And if you raise your head, and if you look up, God will give you some strength. Go through what you need to go through. How you going to see your way with your head hung down? You got to look up. First Baptist, if you're going to go through 2019, you're going to have to look up. You can't look around and see what's going on with anybody else. Cast your eyes upon that all power is head. I'm so glad that when I looked up, I saw who was on the right hand of power. When I looked up, I saw my way maker. I got no way. When I looked up, I saw him and who is able. He made my enemies my footstool. When I looked up, he gave me money that I didn't have. When I looked up, he healed my body. When I looked up, he made a way for me. When I looked up, I said, Lord, thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for blessing me. All because I learned how to look up. I don't look at the government. I don't look who's in the White House. I'm looking beyond the White House. I'm looking at the one that's sitting on the right hand of power. I'm not looking to Trump. I'm not looking to a president. I'm not looking to Congress. I'm looking to him who said, behold, I have all power in my hand. Whatever you need from me, all my name. If you call his name, if you look up, you can live. You can live. Come here, Moses. As I look out in this audience, there are some sick folks out there. There are some folks held captive. Come here, Moses. The serpent of situation and circumstances have bitten God's people. Lord, what can I do? Moses, take a serpent, put it on a pole, and raise him up, and tell my people, if they just look up, they can be healed. If you look up, you can be delivered. If you look up, all you got to do is look up. Don't look at me. Look at the one who's above me. Look up, church. If you look up, you can live. If you look up, you can have some hope. If you look up, you can have some joy. People often ask me, say, Pastor, who are your friends? What kind of friends you got? Who do you run with? I said, I run with Jesus. That's what you said. I can't tell everybody my business, but I can tell Jesus. I can't talk to everybody, but I can tell Jesus. And when I get loose, I can look up, and he'll be a company keeper for me. Have you ever looked up? If you're having some problems, why don't you look up, church? If the doctors can't hear you, just look up. If you look up, you got a doctor waiting for your call. Some people say, as I bring this to a close, that Pastor, I'm just saturated in sin. I've been sinning all my life. I don't know how to get out of this situation. You just don't know how bad I am. Yes, I know how bad you are, because everybody has been bad. But all you got to do, look up and tell the Lord, here I am. I know I'm rich, but here I am. God will reach way down, way down, and raise you up and set your feet. Look up. If you look up, everything gonna be all right. If you look up, have you ever looked up? Yeah. If you look up in faith. Look up and have an expectation that God is going to bless you. I got an expectation for this branches I got to go through mess, yes. I've gone through it, yes. But I ain't gonna let the mess. I ain't gonna let the minutia. I'm not gonna let the confusion. I'm not gonna let any of that stop me. Because guess what? I'm not looking at you. I'm looking up. The one who owns the church. The one who gives power to the church. The one who supplies the church. That's what I'm looking at. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. All in all. That's who I'm looking at. And if you look up, you can live, church. I don't care what you're going through in life. I don't care what your situation is. I don't care who done told you what. You keep looking up. Them old folks knew what they were talking about. Some of them never entered the school. But they told me, young man, if you really want to be blessed, don't stand on your school book. I know you got to go to school, but put your psychology books down, and put your history books down, and put your literature books down, and take your medical books, put them down. But that's going to be all right. But out of all of those books, I want you to take another book and set it on top of those other books. And then I want you to step up on God's word. When you step on God's word, I want you to raise your head. The one that's waiting on your call, he can deliver you. He delivered you so many times. He might rescue you so many times. I'm going to keep my head looking up. Don't think I'm arrogant when I look up. Don't think that I am full of sense when I look up. I'm full of him. He told me to look up. Look to the hill from which comes my help. A hill is not down in the valley. A hill is way up. I got to look up. You look up. You'll come to our rescue. Have you ever looked up? Have you ever done something for you? Have you ever moved on your behalf? Just like he moved the star, God moved on your benefit. But look up, look up, look up. God is there. Look up. Our great morning star is waiting for us to call. The door of the church is open. Candidate put that. Keep looking up. Some folks just keep looking around. All they look around. Just look up. Your answer is up. Your answer is up. He is the brightest. And he is the morning star. We all go through periods of discouragement. We all go through periods in which we feel depressed. But I'm here to tell you this morning, look up. God is waiting for your call. If he led the wise men to the bright and morning star, don't you think he can take the star of your situation and lead you to Jesus? I didn't say to lead you to Dr. Phil. Lead you to Jesus. That's all right to talk to Dr. Phil. It's all right to talk to Oprah. It's all right to talk to the psychologist. But you need to talk to Jesus. Just a little talk to him makes everything all right. When nothing else can deliver, when nothing else can save, when nothing else can heal, Jesus can heal. Just look up. Just look up. You don't know his name, just call him Lord and Master. You can't think of that, just say doctor. Lord. Because he said, I am that I am. Whatever you need me to be, I am. Raise up your head and look up. For your healing, your deliverance, Many are the affliction of the righteous. But the Lord delivers them, not from 3/4 of them, not from 1/3 of them, but delivers them from all of their afflictions. I want you to look up. First Baptist.